What's going on, guys? I'm Money back at again with the weekly Rust Skins videos, and let's do a little speedy one again this week. It's not going to be as crazy as last week, but let's get started with the Berserker Road Sign Gloves. This is obviously a continuation of the Berserker set, which in my opinion has been ugly. I haven't bought any of the Berserker stuff, and that is how it's going to remain. $1.35 for the Berserker Road Sign Gloves. Honestly, a pretty good price, but the set's pretty much complete. We've got all the Metal Gear, we've got all the Road Sign, we've got all the jackets, and bloody whatever else. I don't think we have any jackets, but you get my point. We've got all the other clothing. Overall, the gloves are okay. I do think you could pair them with other things probably relatively easy, obviously depending on what you're trying to pair it with. But overall, $1.35 isn't a bad price. Now that I look at it a little bit more, they're probably actually not very easy to pair with other skins. So, you know, I'm going to pass on that one. So not going to recommend investing in that. Honestly, I really don't think they're going to have a very high demand anyway, and you're probably going to be able to pick them up off the community market to maximize potential profits if you wanted to invest in them. Moving over to the Chompy SAP. This is like a wooden looking SAP, and it's going for $2.75. Honestly, it's not a bad skin by any means, but the SAP doesn't really have demand for new skins, in my opinion. And even though it's standard store price of $2.75, I honestly do think it's going to go below this price. And quite frankly, I don't think it's going to be a very good investment. So overall, not going to recommend investing in the Chompy SAP off the Rust store for this week. All right, moving over to the Dragon Rage Bow, going for $2.75, standard store price for bows as well. Continuation of the popular set, but unfortunately, I don't think bows are the safest investment. I do think you're going to be able to get this one for cheaper on the community market, and there is actually quite a lot of nice looking bow skins for $2.75 or below on the community market already. So if you want to pick this one up, I'd recommend getting it with a buy order off of the community market, and I would not recommend investing in this bad boy off of the Rust store, as I don't think it will make you any money, at least as a short to medium term investment. Right, moving over to the JPEG AR. We just had the JPEG Tommy coming out 2 weeks ago and the JPEG SAR coming out last week. The Thompson's performing quite well, probably somewhere around $8. I don't know off the top of my head. And the SAR is going for $4.90. Okay, so as I was saying, the JPEG AR going for $4.15. The Thompson is currently going for $4.97 and is actually not really going to be making money at the moment. Of course, it is above the Rust store standard store or this price, but after Steam tax, you're going to be losing money. A weird thing about the JPEG AR on the Rust store, it does say the skin glows in the dark. I don't think it does. I think it could just be a glitch, but I don't know. We'll check it out in game and we'll have a look. But $4.15 is what this one's going for. Honestly, I do think it's going to be performing pretty similarly to the SAR. But of course, the AK is back and a big boy gun now, so lots of people are going to be using it. Lots of people are going to be running it. I do actually think this one's going to perform better than the SAR, which is surprising because usually I don't recommend investing in ARs. In this case, I'm still not going to recommend investing in it, but that is only because it's $4.15. If it was $2.75, then I would recommend getting this one. But unfortunately, it is $4.15. So I'm going to recommend picking this one up off of the community market with the buy order. If you want to buy this one, but buying it as a play skin, I really don't think you're going to lose money when you get sick of it and sell it later down the line. As an investment, though, unfortunately, I don't think it's really going to make you that much money. Maybe come Christmas time, just after, you might make a little bit of money selling it. But honestly, I do think there would be better things to invest in before Christmas. So, not going to recommend investing in the JPEG AR off the Rust store for this week. Moving over to the final weapon of the week, we've got the Meat Double Barrel going for $2.75, made by Duck. And this is actually quite a nice looking double barrel skin. At the moment, I really don't think we have a very high demand for DBs on the community market, but I do think that this is quite a nice looking skin, and I do think that as a long-term investment, it's unique enough and stands out in the double barrels enough, just because it's so different, to actually make you money. Also, I wouldn't be surprised if this became a set and we started getting some more meat weapons and meat sticks. So $2.75 for this one. I will recommend investing in the Meat Double Barrel off the Rustum store for this week, and I do think it can make you money as a long-term investment. Moving over to the Fire Phoenix Metal Door. Going for $2.05. This one is quite a nice one, but we have definitely missed a chance and an opportunity here to have a glowing deployable. You would honestly expect the Phoenix to be glowing for this one. Just in the first picture, it looks like the Phoenix is glowing. So I haven't seen it in game, but I know for sure it definitely doesn't glow. I'm actually really surprised about this, and I do think this is a massive missed opportunity in terms of sales and just awesomeness for the skin. $2.05 is what this one's going for, and honestly, I'm not going to recommend investing in it. I think it would have been so much better if this thing was glowing, and definitely would have had a pretty high demand in my opinion, but it has missed the mark. Nice looking skin, but it doesn't glow, so it is very, very unfortunate. Good work to whoever made that though. Not going to recommend investing in it though. So next, and is this last? I don't think I talked about the Zucchini Furnace, so we'll talk about those first. $2.05 for the Zucchini Furnace on the Rustum store, and this one is definitely unique. I wonder if they're going to, the skin creator is going to continue down the fruit and veggie line, make like the pumpkin, make a corn thing. What else is in the game? Mushrooms and stuff like that. It would definitely be interesting. Honestly, I actually kind of like the Zucchini Furnace for some reason. I think it's definitely very unique and quite cool. I don't think it's going to have a very high demand. I do think you're going to be able to get this one for cheaper with the community market buy order. And if you are going to invest in it, which honestly I don't think furnace skins are very good investments, but if you are going to, I'd recommend getting it off of the community market with a buy order instead of the Rustum store. So for that reason, not going to recommend investing in the Zucchini Furnace off of the Rustum store for this week. And last but not least, we have the Graffiti Boom Storage going for $3.45. This is a glowing deployable. It is a continuation of the Graffiti Storage set, and this has been a very popular and a very successful set so far. The Boom one, as long as we don't have like a sulfur and charcoal and stuff like that, I think the Boom one should perform pretty well. It definitely looks really good, and most people do have a Boom box, whether that has GP and charcoal, sulfur in it as well as their explosives or not. But usually, if you're a smaller team, that's probably what you do have in it. So $3.45 for the Graffiti Boom Storage. I will recommend investing in it, as the rest of the Graffiti Storage set has been very popular and very, very successful. And I do think the Boom Storage will also be very popular and very successful. So that's going to do it for this week, guys. Congratulations to Moise for winning last week's skin giveaway, #rigged. And I'm not going to show the cart for this week. I actually didn't buy a cart at all last week, so I completely forgot to buy skins. And then I looked and I decided I wasn't going to get anything. So first time I haven't bought anything off the Rustum store for probably over 2 years, I would imagine. But yeah, that's going to do it. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and remember, have a skits one.
Why? 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 Why?